Let's talk about all natural ant baits and ants. Okay. Your all natural ant bait has been a game changer. What's unique about it and how does it work?
Right. So it's not the only all natural ant bait I'll say out there. There's a very popular one on the market, and it uses a borax or boric acid component in it. But the problem is if you look at, like, for instance, if you Google boric acid myoclinic or borax myoclinic, you'll see that there's a lot of dangers to that component actually. Although it is technically natural, it's only in trace amounts in like volcanic rock. And if you consume a certain amount of it, in fact, if you only consume even a teaspoon of it, it could potentially be lethal. So yeah, it's natural, but it's dangerous stuff. Unfortunately, a lot of companies use that as kind of saying, hey, it's an all natural product, it's fine. There's a lot of natural poisons out there. Like, I don't know if you ever heard of the movie White Oleander. So oleander is one of the most poisonous things. It's a cardiac glycoside. So if you take it and you concentrate it, I mean, it's extremely lethal. Yeah, so chrysanthemums is another example. Insecticide that's based on pyrethrins, based from the chrysanthemum plant, but it's lethal. It's a cardiac glycoside. So if you get high enough concentration of it, you can get irregular heartbeat. So yeah, it's not the safest thing. So our ampy actually is not just natural, but it's actually food safe. So this is a different component that FDA labels as GRAS, GARS, which is generally regarded as safe. It's the designation that the FDA gives to things that you can put on your body, consume, etc. So those ingredients and borates are definitely not GRAS. They're certainly not food safe, but our amp8s are actually food safe. And going back to our spray, we use a fractionated cinnamon oil, which is lethal to ants, but we could consume it all day. I mean, when you chew cinnamon gum, you're basically getting a big dose of cinnamon oil right there. The ants don't really detect it because they're so interested in the other components of the bait. So they take it back and spread it among the population, and it wipes them out slowly but surely. And next thing you know, you don't have queen, you don't have all these workers running around.